It looks kinda, yeah.
Jaws 2, Garfield 2, Knack 2. So obviously Last of Us 2 was destined to be a masterpiece until the plot got leaked. Then the internet decided that this game was no good.
These spoilers basically show you that the game is not worth buying.
This game is shaping up to be a complete dumpster fire, dude. Like, people are canceling their pre-orders left and right.
I won't be buying Last of Us 2.
You have betrayed the fan base.
I don't even want to fucking play it anymore.
And it's quite fitting that both Halo 5 is dog shit, and so is Last of Us 2.
It doesn't fucking matter if the game is out or not. The story is still dog shit.
And this is why you have to actually play a video game before you start talking all that shit. Of course, these guys are small potatoes. Now me, I'm the dude off of Ratatouille. You can get past these guys, but the only way to get past me is to put Donkey Kong in the game. What sucks about always putting out great stuff is that people come to expect the impossible from you. The original Last of Us was a very good game, and one that has been very influential on this generation of story-driven games. However, compared to this game, it is like a dog's chew toy. So how do you top Uncharted 4? Well, you don't. In that game, you get a grapple hook. In Last of Us Part 2, you open 150 filing cabinets. Uncharted is mysterious and exciting with a knockout ending. Last of Us is gross and horrific. It is a barrage of violence and screaming.
Imagine skipping the top 1
it's also pretty
and
damn
top
fun.
10 of the best games in the history of all time of Rotterdam's 3 to 25 Olympics.
0 to 17 Biblithump.
3 to 25 Olympics.
0 to 17 Biblithump. Finish the game, dance game.
Zero to 17. Oh, you linked me a top 250.
Continues to build upon their hide-and-seek style of combat. You can now crawl through grass, set traps, trick zombies into attacking your enemies, and headshot people with your silenced pistol. This isn't Metal Gear 5 levels of flexibility, but it's a far more game-like game than the original. Levels are massive with tons of branching paths, and some of the encounters in this game are so sprawling and complicated that they could be tackled in 20 different ways. Eventually, though, you are going to get caught. Enemies can spot you pretty easily, and that's when you gotta throw a Molotov at somebody and run for cover. The less people searching for you, the easier it is to slip back into hiding. This is why I would often shoot everybody looking for me. The combat is fucking brutal. When you stab somebody, blood squirts out of their neck. The shotgun.
Did you hear the Charlie Bit My Finger video was removed from YouTube?
Really?
It was sold for almost $1 million. I guess Charlie bit off more than he could chew.
Shut the fuck up!
What do you mean it was removed? If I go on YouTube now, I will definitely find it, like re-uploads and stuff at least. It was sold as an NFT. Jesus fucking Christ.
Newly released point-and-click game you might like. Aesthetics draw parallels to the game you play. I have no mouth and I must scream.
Alright, I'll check it. I assume you linked something with it. I'm just thinking like it's not some fucking billionaire who paid $760,000 to buy Charlie Bit Me NFT. It's like my neighbor in the mental asylum speculating on it going up in like 5 years in value, so you can sell it to some other sucker, right? Oh, it hurts my brain. Like, anyone can still fucking watch that shit. And it's not like it's the coolest video on the internet.
Body, you have a bow and arrow that shoots dynamite. Enemies cry out for their fallen comrades and beg for their lives. It's all the grotesque gore that people desire from this type of game, taken to such a degree where you go, Jesus Christ. In a stroke of absolute genius, they have taken inspiration from the classic game of Rogue Warrior. When Ellie kills somebody, she'll sometimes call them a swear word.
Dick. Sleepy time, you fucking motherfucker.
It can't live up to its mind-blowing E3 trailer, but this is easily one of the best-looking games out there. The story is heavily reliant on actors and animators alike to bring these characters to life, and they do some incredible work. We've seen all sorts of US cities in video games: New York, Boston, San Francisco, New York, Hong Kong, Chicago, Los Angeles. Even New York is in some games, but it's cool to see a place I'm actually familiar with realized in a game of this caliber. Seattle. Scrambled. Hey, what the fuck? That's supposed to be Cheesecake Factory. This game is ruined. Blizzards and thunderstorms heighten the tension. Sunlight peers through windows of abandoned storefronts. Trees and currents tear through the city and reinforce imagery of life and beauty slowly rising out of this world of darkness. People aren't mad about graphics or gameplay though. They're mad about the story. So what do I think about this story, huh? You want to know what I think? It's a pretty good story. I haven't been this engaged by a video game story since Red Dead 2 and God of War. There are some bold twists in here, but they're all in service of a story that is still very faithful to the spirit of the original. This is a lengthy game that takes its time setting the stage and getting you invested in its characters, and then they all start killing each other. Turns out we got bamboozled. You don't play as the giraffe. Instead, you play as a girl called Abby, and she kills Joel with a golf club. How are you gonna kill off the main guy? That's everybody's favorite guy. Honestly, I think Ellie should track down this Abby character and kill her, see how she likes it. Now that would be a good storyline. The truth is, I don't know why people are mad at this game, because they don't know why they're mad. Fans are obviously very attached to Joel as a character, and that's why killing him off is such a powerful way to ignite a revenge story. I don't know anything about this Abby person, but you fucking killed Joel with golf of all sports?
No way.
I am coming to shoot this big dumb muscle bitch. And that's exactly what Ellie does. Like Uncharted, Last of Us 2 uses dual narratives to draw parallels and comparisons between its characters, though instead of laying them on top of each other, they're intersecting. Ellie's story is Uncharted 4 and Abby's story is Last of Us 1. Just like Nathan Drake's obsessive pursuit of treasure, Ellie's suicidal revenge mission puts her friends' lives in constant danger, and yet she keeps taking it further. Then, halfway through the game, everything resets. The clock turns back 3 days, and now you play as the villain, Abby, who is a hardened killer that starts to reconnect with her lost humanity thanks to the innocence of her child companion. Hello,
Forsen. Hello, can you hear me? Forsen, your settings are bad. Did you already know? Forsen, I'll help you, okay? Be helped. Wow, 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 wow,
Mitch.
What do you know? It's obvious they are going to try and humanize and develop all of these characters now, looking from the other side, and at first, you reject them. You go, fuck these guys, I don't care about them. They killed Joel with golf, except for the dog, I like him. But as you keep playing, eventually you find yourself getting wrapped up in their drama. The moment where they really got me was this sniper fight. This battle goes on for so long that you really come to hate this fucking sniper guy, but by the time you reach him, you realize, wait a minute, no, I really like that guy. Ellie's side of the story is very focused and simple. Abby's side is messy and complicated with a bunch of new characters running around doing crazy shit in the middle of a war zone. It's very entertaining trying to connect the dots between both sides of the story, and I imagine there's a lot of details you won't even catch until you go back and play through it again. A character you've already encountered as Ellie will show up in the back half of the game and you'll go, hey, I remember that guy. Characters will do things you won't agree with, and you'll have to turn your brain on and attempt to empathize with them. In the world of Last of Us Part 2, one hateful act begets another, but a selfless act can also be contagious. The story is not as airtight as Joel and Ellie's journey across the United States, but conceptually, this sequel is far more creative. So I give this game a 4 out of 5. Shut the fuck up, Leafy.
Well, now what? Last of Us 2 haters plus donkey lovers at the same time. What you gonna do when they come for you?